Welcome everybody to the Hive. It is a Sunday night in January, as Frisch is in town to take on the SAR Sting.
Yep.
The starters for the Sting are going to be Yeshama Orlo, Sam Weiss, Jacob Kleshtik, Ezra Schwab, and Sammy Toplitsky. For the Cougars, it'll be David Grunstein, Roni Human, Joshua Markovitz, Ezra Berkowitz, and Noah Fishman. So the previous matchup between these two teams resulted in a 51-49 win for Frisch.
Yeah.
And Frisch was actually missing their big man, Ezra Berkowitz.
Yep.
So what do you think SAR has to do coming into the game to change the result this time?
I think they got to box out. They got to obviously make their shots, and they got to make sure they don't get themselves in a big hole like they did last time against Frisch, going down 20, as much as 20 in the first half.
Yeah, definitely. They didn't come out like they wanted to win last time. They went down to a 35-17 deficit, and they were able to make it close in the second half, but ultimately they were never able to come back, obviously, as they lost by 2. So, like you said, they just have to make sure to come out firing this time and not put themselves in a hole. So, as the starters take the court, we are ready for tip-off. The final game of the year for SAR. They are 7-2 as they look to move their record to 8-2 and get one step closer to getting a first-round bye in the playoffs. Frisch still has a few games left, but for SAR, this is the finale. So it is going to be Berkowitz and Toplitsky taking the tip as we get things started. 8-minute quarters, and we are just about ready to go. And the tip is up, and we are underway. It is going to be out of bounds on Markovitz, and SAR will control the opening tip.
Good start for SAR.
And we'll have Sam Weiss inbounding to Orlo. Orlo, the point guard for the Sting, running the offense. Klestik making his return off the COVID list this game as he gets his three-point attempt blocked. And we have Jake Glick making his return off the COVID list as well. Typically a starter for SAR, but he's going to be coming off the bench this game.
Yeah, very versatile player, could drive, could shoot, and very quick with it.
As that pass is thrown out of bounds by Markovitz, so SAR will take possession. Yeah, Glick, a very quick player off the dribble with the ball as well. Creates a lot of lanes, sets up the offense well with Orlo. They've got a good duo guard combination. As Weiss has it on the elbow. Cross court to Klestik. Gets it back to Weiss. Oh, and he's fouled hard by Markovitz as the ball sails out of bounds. That'll be the first on Markovitz and the first for either team. And it'll be Ezra Schwab, the power forward, inbounding it. Weiss has it on the elbow. The zone doing a good job for the Cougars right now, containing SAR and keeping them on the perimeter with their passes. Kleshtik has it on the elbow. They're really not able to find anything inside. Cross to Weiss. And that pass is stolen by Markovitz.
Well, yeah, he's really their defensive commander on defense, as he tells them all the switches and really communicates well.
Yeah, as he throws away another pass, Toplitsky grabs it this time. That's his second turnover of the game as Fishman makes a nice play, and we've got some errant passes to start it off here.
Yeah, sloppy start.
Yeah, we're 1 minute and 17 seconds into the game, yet to see a bucket for either team as Human controls the offense for Frisch. Human taking it to the rack. He puts it up. Oh, it won't go. Unlucky roll as Berkowitz grabs the offensive rebound, puts it back up. That one won't go. Another rebound by Markovitz, trying to bring it back out. He'll get it outside to Grunstein. Driving in the floater. Can't get it to go. A wide open look, but Grunstein could not get that one to fall. As we are still scoreless here, almost 2 minutes into the first quarter. Klestik brings it up for SAR. Orlo gets it knocked away from behind by Human, but Klestik regains possession. Schwab has it in the corner. Beautiful pass inside to Toplitsky. He's going to kick it out to Weiss. Orlo has it, thinks about the three. Inside to Toplitsky again. He puts up the layup and won't go. Sloppy offense here from both sides.
Yeah, they got to finish their layups if they're going to want to beat this Frisch team.
We've got 2 missed layups from Frisch big men, and Toplitsky now adding on to that tally with a missed layup of his own. Markovitz has it in the corner inside to Berkowitz as Toplitsky commits the foul. Markovitz and Berkowitz have that connection as they went to Yavna together for middle school and played on the team there, and they continue playing together on Frisch. As Fishman has it at the top of the key. That's not the only connection we have. Eitan Slasky, the 6th man for the Cougars, actually went to SAR for middle school. So it's a bit of a revenge game for him as Fishman is called for the traveling violation. So a lot of storylines heading into this game. You're actually pretty good friends with Leighton Slasky from when you guys were on the team together at SAR Middle School. What kind of player is he? Like, what can you tell us about him?
He's got a very high IQ. You may not see his skills at first, but he surprises you and he makes big shots, and he could definitely be a big threat to SAR down the stretch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A good take by Human, can't get it to fall. Toplitsky all the way up the court to Orlo, and the layup is good. The Sting are the first team on the board. It's 2-0 as Orlo receives a nice pass all the way down the court from Toplitsky and finishes with the easy layup. Grunstein on the handoff to Human as the intensity is picked up a little bit here in the Hive. We got a lot of fans in this game as the pass is stolen. Sam Weiss corrals it. He's pushing the break. Kicks it out to the corner for Klestik, who's going to get it back out to Weiss, and they'll slow down the offense. Schwab thinks about the three, drives in, and now he is called for the travel.
Can't have those, you know. Can't shuffle the feet like that.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams got to control the turnovers, got to control the pace, slow it down, get the offenses running. The Cougars are yet to score a point, almost halfway into the first quarter. Very different pace to the previous game as Frisch came out firing, hitting numerous first quarter threes. As Toplitsky hits it out of bounds. Nice defense from the SAR big man as the bench gets very loud.
Yeah, the bench showing some enthusiasm in this one.
Yeah. Like I said, a very different pace from the previous game where Frisch came out firing. Had, I believe, 35 first half points. One of the higher tallies this year for any team. Fishman takes it inside and he's going to be fouled. It's on the ground, so the shot will not count. It's going to be Markovitz inbounding from under the basket. As they get it inside to Berkovitz. Inside to Fishman, who's going to kick it out to Grunstein. Frisch with some nice ball movement here, getting it around the court. Berkovitz with a nice move inside. He's going to put up the tough shot. Won't go. Toplitsky corrals another rebound. Klestik has it at the top of the key. Weiss from downtown. Ooh. That one's good. Nice. Sam Weiss connects on the triple to give SAR a 5-0 lead.
Sam Weiss, very good shooter, as he shows it there.
Almost a travel there by Human, but he's able to get it to Grunstein. Grunstein driving in, and that one's hit out of bounds by Toplitsky.
The rim protector.
The SAR big man swats that shot out of bounds, and Frisch will have it under the basket.
Definitely one of their most valuable players, as he helps them on defense.
He's a very traditional big man, not really a shooter, not really a stretch big man, but he does a great job of protecting the rim.
Nice play.
As Fishman, right on cue, takes it inside and gets a nice layup to go. But Toplitsky, very traditional big man, sets a lot of screens, does a good job protecting the rim, finishing on the layups, rebounds, all the things you want to see in a center. As Sam Weiss makes a nice move. Klestik on the corner, hesitates to shoot, gets it back to Orlo. Orlo with a nice move to drive inside, falls down, out to Klestik, across the court to Sam, and that sails way over his head. As it'll be Cougar basketball, taking it out from the side. As Slasky checks into the game, the former SAR native. David Grunstein checks out. As Glick gets ready to check in for the Sting. As Human takes it inside and he puts home the 2, and the lead is cut to 5-4 SAR. Brandwine and Glick getting ready to check in for the Sting.
Hopefully they could bring some
Klestik to Schwab in the corner.
Some good buckets off the bench.
Yeah. Both teams really in need of some bench scoring as Toplitsky is fouled on the offensive rebound, so he will head to the line for 2. Both teams really in need of a scoring punch. Slasky, who just checked in for the Cougars. Like you said, he's a great scorer, great IQ, so we'll see if he can bring that to the Frisch off the bench, give him a nice scoring punch.
Yeah.
And Glick, like we mentioned earlier, shifty with the ball. He creates a lot of open lanes and looks for the Sting, so hopefully coming off the bench he'll be able to do that. As Toplitsky cannot get the first free throw to go. Something troubling SAR all year has been their free throw shooting, and I know Big Mike put a real emphasis on that in their last practice. As against JC, I mean, they were fortunate enough to come out with the win, but they shot, I believe it was 8 of 21 on free throws.
Not too pretty, to say the least. You know, you see that with every level, college, NBA. A lot of teams end up losing these close games because they don't make their free throws, as Joffe would agree.
Yeah. So they got to do the little things right, you know, boxing out, like you said.
Oh,
Free
hustle right there.
throws. Because those aren't the flashy plays, but when you look back at the score sheet, those are the plays that have the biggest impact. It's free points, and you got to take advantage when they're given to you.
Yeah, definitely.
As that pass was batted out of bounds by the Cougars, so Brandon will inbound for SAR. Gets it to Orlo. Barely stays in the front court. Glick's got it as he makes his first appearance tonight. To Orlo on the elbow. He's going to shoot the three. That one won't go. Off glass. Human's got it. He gets into Fishman. Puts his head down. Drives to the basket.
It's a nice play right there.
And he is able to connect through the foul.
You know,
so Frisch takes the lead.
I think if there's one guy for Frisch that could take over this game, it's definitely got to be Fishman for me. I mean, I've played some ball with him, and, you know, when he gets going, he's tough to stop. So he could definitely be a big X factor for them.
Yeah, definitely. He was a dominant force in middle school as well at Mariah.
You know, kind of struggled last game against SAR, but I could definitely see him popping off this time.
Yeah. As Grunstein heads to the trainer with an apparent hand injury.
Markovich showing some emotion there.
Yeah, as the call made by the rest did not seem to please him. And we've got James Dykeman in the game as well for Frisch, who just checked in. And it was Ezra Berkovitz coming out. So Brandon Weinel inbound for SAR. Orlo takes it up. The Frisch zone doing a good job of shuffling across the court, moving with the ball. Orlo thinks about the three, back to Weiss, playing a game of catch. Weiss's three is not going to hit anything. As Fishman grabs it and brings it up for the Cougars. Once again, putting his head down, driving with a nice Euro step. And that's going to be hit out of bounds by Weiss. So a good defensive play to get the ball out of the hands of Fishman. And it'll be Dykeman inbounding for Frisch under the basket. Gets it inside. Markovitz on the nice cut and the foul.
Nice cut by Markovitz there.
Joshua Markovitz punctuating the play for Frisch with the and one. And Big Mike needs to talk it over. He will call the first timeout. SAR not doing a good job of keeping their hands to themselves. They've got 4 fouls already. This has been a problem for them all year. Free throw shooting, fouling. They haven't done either well tonight so far. Yeah, and it shows as they're down 9-5 in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't be letting those cuts get in, and then finishes with the easy lay. You know, if you want to win, you got to make sure they don't get any easy buckets. You could live with the hard ones. Can't do anything about that, but definitely have to stop all easy buckets at every cost.
Definitely. And that was twice as bad for this thing because not only did they let Markovitz cut uncontestedly to the basket, but they also fouled him on the layup, so it resulted in a 3-point play. Well, pending the free throw for Markovitz. But that's a huge sin that this thing cannot make. It's one of the number one things they tell you at all levels of basketball. You can't foul. You can't let open cuts to the basket, make the free throws. This thing can do all the flashy things. They got a lot of guys who can shoot, a lot of guys who can dribble, but they seem to have trouble with the fundamentals. As Markovitz gets ready to take the free throw. It'll be just one shot for him.
Markovitz, is that a Polish name? I don't know.
Something or other. As Sabonis fouled on the rebound by Dykeman. Number zeros going at it. Some Russell Westbrook wannabes. Maybe in a few years. You never know what could happen.
Never know.
Weiss has it for this thing, and he gets it to Glick, who's just so speedy with the ball.
Speedy Gonzalez, they say.
Yeah. As he's got it into the corner to Orlo.
SAR bringing in Mateus off the bench in need of some scoring.
Yeah,
nice pass.
Inside to Saboni, and he finishes with the layup. Beautiful pass inside to the big man, who was able to finish with the 2. Took up the lead to 2 for Frisch. Slasky's got it with some aggressive defense from Glick. He does a good job off the ball moving as he gets himself open. Shachter hesitates, drives inside, and Glick is going to swat the pass. They're going to call a foul. A little bit of a questionable call there as he seemed to get all ball, but it's part of the game.
It's one of those bang calls in the play calls that can go either way, and the ref chose to penalize the Sting for it.
Yeah. Now that you've got Shachter and Mateus coming in, and now Darren Solomon checking in as well. You've got 4 freshmen in the game.
So you got the newbies checking in, the first-year high schoolers. Hopefully
Yeah.
they could do some slicing and dicing, as Clyde Frazier would say.
Yeah. And Shaq there is not only smaller in age, but he's also doesn't have a very big stature. He's a pretty tiny guy, but he reminds me a lot of Jake Lick actually in the way he's like very quick with the ball. He's a shifty guard.
Yeah, and he's a better defender than advertised or as it looks.
Yeah.
He has those quick hands.
As he fouls Solomon. So I'm
Not-
excited to see what he can do in this one. He had a nice game against SAR last time. He's good getting to the rim with the crafty layups, nice dribble moves. So it'll be exciting to see what he can do here tonight.
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. Well, we can't root too much. We still
Yeah.
want an SAR victory, but
Yeah. I want to see him play nicely.
yeah, you can root for the good players on the other teams, but still hope your team wins. As Ellis connects on the mid-range.
Yep, that's what they brought him in for that instant offense, and he just showed it off right there.
Yeah, Ellis providing the scoring punch they need off the bench. Markovitz hesitates, and he picks up his dribble. He's able to get it to Fishman. With 5 seconds to go in the quarter, Markovitz has got it. The shot is blocked by Brandwine. Ellis not going to get the shot up. Nice defense there from Noah Brandwine to deny Markovitz's buzzer beater attempt.
Yeah, that's definitely going to give a player some confidence.
Yeah, it's a nice way to punctuate the quarter, which they started off pretty hot, but it didn't end ideally for them. So SAR getting some scoring from a bunch of guys. You've got Yeshama with 2 points, Mateus and Nathan Saboni chipping in with 2 as well, and Sam Weiss has that nice 3. The leader for the offense for the Cougars has been Fishman. He's got 5 points, with Markovitz chipping in 4 as well, and Human's got a bucket. Frisch is 0 of 1 on their free throws. It was Markovitz who couldn't hit that attempt after he was fouled. Oh, excuse me, 1 of 1. 1 of 2. Sorry. SAR is yet to attempt a free throw. So no standout stats here in the first quarter. Kind of just an all-around effort for both teams. It's what you like to see in high school basketball. You can't really have that one guy that makes all the impact at this level of basketball.
Wouldn't be too bad to start seeing a couple posters, a couple ankle breakers, any of that cool stuff, to make the game more fun.
It's always interesting to see those kind of things. But yeah, all-around effort from both teams is what's going to get them the win. As Humans got it for Frisch. Guarded tightly by Klestik, who's checked back into the game for SAR. Mateus playing very aggressive defense. You like to see it from the Sting, really doing a good job with the ball denial. Solomon defends Slasky. Oh, Human with a nice move gets inside. And once again, SAR commits a foul on the shot. That's their 6th foul already.
Yeah, a lot of Frisch's points early on have come from these fouls, so they gotta, just keep sliding their feet and put their hands up and not foul, so they could not let Frisch get these easy points.
Got to go straight up,
No.
not jab, not do any of that stuff, and just keep it clean.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done, but they gotta just do their best.
Yeah. Again, the fundamentals. It's definitely stuff they emphasize in practice. I know we were talking to some of the guys on the team last practice. They had a pretty intense free throw drill where if you missed, you had to run a couple suicides.
Oh wow, I did not know that. But
yeah, so hopefully that translates to the game.
Yeah.
Berkovitz has it, and he is called for a travel after the offensive rebound. So Frisch unable to get any points off of that trip to the foul line. Schwab inbounds for the Sting. Frisch running a nice press with Markovitz up top, and then Human and Slasky at half court. Solomon's got it inside to Schwab. Savoni steals the pass from his own teammate. Mateus with a nice jump shot. Doesn't hit anything though. He's got a good looking jump shot, but he was unable to connect on that one. Pretty contested. It was good defense from Slasky.
Yeah, I feel like he's what you would call a high upside guy. He makes a lot of shots and just got to be a little bit smarter, but he definitely has the skill, and I could see him being a big force in the Yeshiva League next year's season as he's a sophomore.
Yeah. That's one fun thing about JV basketball is that you get to, as Slasky, it's a beautiful fadeaway jump shot. So you get to see the skills on display of all the young guys. So especially the freshmen like Schachter, Solomon, all those guys. Yeah. They'll be forces in the league for years to come. And it's just exciting to get like a little sneak peek, a little preview of what they can do in the future. As not sure what the call was there, but it'll stay with SAR. As Schwab, the regular inbounder for the Sting, will take this one out from the corner. Gets it to Kleshtik. Ellis to Kleshtik. He puts up a 3.
Ooh, needed that one.
A little too much. Fight for the rebound, and it's corralled by Dykeman. Slasky has it, looks up the court, but he's going to take it himself. Markovitz has it, driving in. Nothing there. As Human now puts up the mid-range shot, and that one rattles in.
That's too open. You can't let that happen. You know, just does a simple jab and feels like he just got way too much separation.
Yeah. And the pass is stolen. It was tipped by Dykeman. Slasky picks it off. Human slides his feet on the pump fake, and he is called for a travel. As you got Sam Weiss, the freshman, and the big man Toplitsky checking in for Saboni and Ellis. So SAR has it. Frisch still running their press. Nice pass up the court to Kleshtik. Gonna get it to the corner. Darren Solomon. Ooh, won't go. Back rim. Toplitsky grabs a nice offensive board. And it'll be off the feet of Ezra Berkovitz.
So a little bit of a disappointing start so far for SAR, as they only have 9 points with 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. But I believe that the inevitable is going to happen, and they're going to start hitting some more of their shots, and the game's going to get more exciting for them.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, you know, as Markovitz attempts the 3, that one's good. Nothing but net. Joshua Markovitz. And Frisch has doubled up SAR. It is 18-9. Not the start you want to see for the Sting. They've struggled on offense a little bit. They had it going in the first quarter, but since then they haven't been able to connect on anything really. It's just it's an abysmal start to the game for the Sting. What do you think they need to do to pick it up and cut the lead?
I think right now, the inevitable, as I said, is going to happen. They're going to start making shots, but they just got to play better D, you know, not make pointless fouls, and make sure not to give up open shots, and I think they'll get back into the game. And
Yeah.
I'm sure their coach is giving them a good pep talk right now, and he knows more than I do, and we'll see what they do when they come out.
Yeah, definitely. They've got to, like you said, with the fouls, it's too much, leading to a lot of open points. And I mean, I've said it many times, but I'm just emphasizing it because it's really, they've had trouble connecting on it. Just the fundamentals, you know, no turnovers, no stupid passes, no fouling. I think if they can do that, they'll get back into the game. But Frisch really has a suffocating press, and it's doing a good job of forcing the players for the Sting to make errant passes, turnovers. So I wonder how much of this is maybe SAR coming out to a little bit of a cold start, or if Frisch really is just that menacing on defense, forcing that many turnovers. So it'll be interesting to see as the game progresses what goes on with that.
Very important game note is we got some nice colorful shoes on the court, as Toplitsky rocking some orange, do not know who shoes they are, but very bright and very colorful, and you love to see that.
Yeah, definitely. And I noticed before the game, Shaq, the freshman for Frisch, had some pink, I think, Jordans. Not really much of a shoe guy, but they're pretty lively and colorful, like you said.
Yeah.
It's fun to notice all the players' different shoes. It's definitely a cool-looking part of the uniform. So Markovitz has it for the Cougars. He puts up another 3. That one falls a little short. Nice grab by Toplitsky. Looks like Odell Beckham on that rebound.
OBJ, as they call him.
Yeah. He's got a big playoff game tomorrow with the Rams. They're playing the Cardinals. Last game of the wild card weekend for football. Markovitz has it in the corner. Inside to Berkovitz. A beautiful backdoor cut, and Markovitz finishes with the layup.
That's great offense right there.
Yeah. Frisch does a really great job, like we just saw on the cuts, getting the passes to the open man. As Weiss has it in the corner. Inside to Sammy.
We need to see
Puts
more.
it up, and the shot is blocked. Maybe fell a little short.
Yeah, we need to see more of Toplitsky here, as he's a big presence, and if he can get it going, it'll help him a lot.
Yeah, as Kleshtik commits the foul. But yeah, I definitely agree. Sammy's got to get in the offense more. Be a presence on the offensive rebounds. I mean, they're down 20-9. They're not really getting anything going on offense. They just need something to spark.
Yeah,
to spark that side of the ball.
Yeah, and also he gets the really easy buckets. Everybody else on the team, usually when they score, they have to make a 10, 15-footer. He gets the 1 or 2 footers, which are the easy deuces that you got to get.
Yeah, Hasn't really had a lot of opportunities. I mean, he missed that one layup in the first quarter, but we usually see a lot of cleanup opportunities for Sammy, as he usually just grabs the offensive rebound, puts up shots, and is able to connect on most of them, but doesn't have that many shots tonight. Slasky connects on the second free throw. Glick bringing it up for the Sting. Schwab taking it inside. Nice move, and he's fouled. He attempted to pass it as he was in the air, so it's going to be on the ground instead of a shooting foul.
Ezra Schwab, number 33, known for his high IQ and
TikToks.
Yeah, you could say that.
He's very famous for his in school TikToks that he makes with everyone. You know, showing off their dance moves, things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a funny guy. As the rebound, little wild fight for the ball. Frisch able to come away with it, and Slasky's going to slow down the tempo. Human from downtown can't get it to go. They're going to call a push on Kleshtik.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I saw him push Fishman there, and I was thinking that call should be made.
And SAR now with 8 fouls, so Frisch is in the bonus. So Fishman will head to the line. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Fishman. The free throw is good.
High arcer.
Yeah. So Frisch punctuating on the things SAR's failed to do. You know, keep their hands to themselves, making the free throws. And, I mean, it's the difference in the game. Frisch is up 13. As the second free throw is good from Fishman. As Glick has it for the Sting, bringing it up. Cool, calm, and collected. He gets himself into the corner. And it's going to be a foul call on Frisch. A push. So Schwab will inbound for the Sting under the basket. Oh, beautiful play by Berkovitz to tip the pass. Sammy with a beautiful pass inside to Schwab. Oh, he can't finish, but he's fouled, so he'll head to the line. Very close to an exciting and one that rolled around the rim, but it couldn't fall.
You know, if I'm Big Mike, I might think about going deep in my bench and taking a player that hasn't gotten any minutes yet, you know. Down by 14 and needs some offense. Maybe he put some energy in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe some guys like Max Epstein, Harry Bernstein. Yeah. I mean, those are the high percentage free throw shooters on the team. So
maybe even Jack Brooks. You know, he's a pretty good defender. I would say that's his high point.
I mean, most of the guys on the team can play solid defense, and what they need right now is a scoring punch. They haven't even hit double digits yet. We're almost done with the first half. So, like you said, guys like Jack Brooks. Maybe see a little bit of Max Epstein.
Yeah.
Those guys off the bench.
Yeah.
Just switching it up for this thing could be what they need to bring some excitement to the offense and result in some points. As Schwab checks out of the game for no Brandwine. Brandwine doing some jumping jacks, guarding the inbound. Schachter has it. Nice pass to Human. He travels. They don't call it. Markovitz to Human in the corner. Berkovitz has it. Fishman with a tough pass outside. Human wide open from downtown, and he puts it home.
Can't let that happen.
A wide open three from Ronnie Human. And the Frisch lead is ballooned up to 16, the biggest lead of the game. They missed the travel earlier in that possession, and it ended up resulting in a 3 as Frisch gets Markovitz misses the wide open layup.
The easiest shot they've had all night. Ironically, they miss. That's what happens sometimes.
It was a fast break. Markovitz with no one near him couldn't connect. Sam Weiss misses the tough layup. Jake, nice move, gets inside. Beautiful pass to Sammy, and he can't hit the layup. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Wow, what a pass from Jake Lick, making a nice pump fake to drive inside, and he made a highlight bounce pass to Toplitsky.
That came out of nowhere, really unexpected, but made the nice play, and hopefully they could turn it into 2 points on these free throws.
Nice exclamation point on the missed layup from Markovitz. I mean, that's a possible 4-point swing. Markovitz hits that layup, it's 28-10, but missed it. Now Sammy with a chance to put a couple points on the board at the free throw line as the first free throw rattles home. As you're going to have 2 guards checking into the game. It's Orlo and Mateus. And you've got Glick and Kleshtik checking out. Really a packed house here at the Hive tonight. Both bleachers just about full to the brim. A lot of excited people here.
It's good to see.
ready to see a Sting comeback like in the last game.
We shall see.
And the second free throw from Toplitsky rattles around and won't go.
Good defense by
Fishman
Brandline.
fighting for the rebound. He's got it. Human going to slow it down. Human on the elbow. Schachter. Slasky bobbles it. Oh, off the knee of Sam Weiss. Diving for the ball. Weiss able to get it. Orlov finishes with the and one. Beautiful play from Yashama Orlov. Sam Weiss getting down and dirty for the basketball. Diving on the floor. He gets it to Orlov, who punctuates the play with an and one.
And maybe that's just what the SAR Sting needed to get them energy and start a big run.
Yeah, with the fans packing it in both bleachers, energetic plays like that are really what you need to get the whole crowd into it, get the players feeling it again. So Orlo on the line trying to complete the traditional three-point play. Those were Orlo's third and fourth points of the game as he gets ready to put up the free throw. So it was a wonky play as Schachter kind of threw it off the knee of Sam Weiss and took a wild bounce and resulted in the and one as Yashama completes the Holy Trinity with the free throw. Berkovich from downtown. Air ball. And it's going to be a foul. Yashama swipes at Schachter from behind. So Schachter will head to the line. As we've got the ref exchanging some words with the SAR bench, I wonder what the problem is. As Sammy yells to the sideline to ask what the score of the Cowboys 49ers game is. You gotta love his sense of humor, even when they're down big in the second quarter. And you can see for all you fans wondering out there, the Cowboys are making a late comeback attempt. The 49ers are up 23-17 with 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter. At one point, it was 23-7 San Francisco, but Dallas trying to make an attempt to save their season. They are the 3 seed, and the 49ers are playing in Dallas as the 6 seed, so it would be a upset if the 49ers end up pulling out.
Nice crossover right there by Weiss.
Nice job breaking the press. Mateus gets inside, can't finish. Toplitsky tips it to himself. Beautiful offensive rebound. Nice move, and he finishes. Sammy Toplitsky doing what the Sting need.
And his dad in the stands getting hyped from that one.
As he grabs the board and puts it up. Fishman, they're going to call another foul. I didn't see it that time. So 10 fouls now in the half. For SAR, Frisch not doing much better with 9 hacks of their own. So it'll be Fishman on the line. He's connected on both of his free throws.
Nothing but net on the first.
Yeah. Fishman seems to be a prolific free throw shooter as he is on cue misses that fourth free throw.
That's what you call the announcer's jinx right there.
Yeah, but before that, 3 straight swishes. Oh, crucial turnover there from the Sting. Sam Weiss had Kleshtik inside, but he wasn't looking for the ball. Excuse me, that was not Jacob Kleshtik. That was Ezra inside, who wasn't looking for the ball. Human hesitates, puts up the 3, won't go. Toplitsky with the nice board. Nice pass up the court. Solomon driving in, and he airballs. Weird shot from Solomon. Maybe it was foul, but Frisch will have the ball nonetheless. We've got 1:30 to go in the first half. The Slasky puts up the 3, won't go. Rebound grabbed by Mateus, pushing it up the court. Takes it in, and one, Mateus Ellis. Coast to coast, and he finishes through the foul, and a chance for the 3-point play. Nice play from Mateus Ellis, just grabbing the long rebound and taking it down the court to finish with the N1.
Yeah, very decisive player, and that's where his decisiveness paid off. As you know, some guys would slow it down and not go for it, but kept going, stayed strong, and put it in and got an N1 for his team.
Yeah, exciting play from the freshman as he connects on the free throw.
Having himself a nice game so far.
Berkovich has it up the court. Frisch breaks the press. And they're going to slow it down. Human has it at the top of the key. Seems to be running the offense a lot in the front court for the Cougars. Shaq there contemplates the three, but he kicks it out to Human once again. Driving in, pass inside is stolen by Schwab. And they're going to call the foul on the Cougars. Brandwine getting very excited on the SAR bench. As a nice defensive play there from Schwab to get his hands in there and come away with the steal. Ezra Schwab, a very fundamental player. Doesn't make a lot of flashy plays, but he does things like that on defense, making scrappy plays, getting the turnovers, you know. And it pays off here as they are in the bonus as well now. So Schwab will have 2 free throws. It's the double bonus. And he connects on the first to cut the lead to 9. As you've got, that's Hoodie Schatzkes checking into the game for Frisch. As the second free throw from Schwab is good. So Schwab with the steal, and then he goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Important free throws right there, cutting the lead to 8.
Slasky pushing it up for the Cougars. Fishman bobbles it, nearly stolen by Orlo. We've got a 5-on-4 inside, and the shot is good from Human. Orlo overplayed on defense, and it resulted in an advantage for Frisch, and they connected with the layup. As the lead is back up to double digits. Ellis inside to Teplitsky, stolen by Fishman. Ellis telegraphed the pass there a little bit to the SAR big man, and Fishman came away with the ball. Shachter crafty inside, but Teplitsky sends that shot back to Paranis.
That's a man's block right there.
As we've got a little bit of a confusion as there's a skirmish on the ground for the ball. And it's going to be a timeout, actually, as Sammy gives the ref a nice high five after that one.
Sammy has good sportsmanship. That's one thing you could that is admirable about his personality. You know, always puts on a good face and make sure to not get into any of that funny business.
Yeah. And we've got a little bit of a wild play there, actually. Shachter kind of crossed up Orlo a little bit, and he got inside with ease, but Sammy just, got up and kind of just sent the shot. Like
nothing to say. I mean, he went in, he kind of held that ball like it was a pizza pie, and Sammy didn't want none of it.
Yeah. Sammy,
I would say denied by the fro, since that's a good catchphrase, but I don't see Sammy didn't grow enough hair to call him a fro. So
he's not rocking the afro. He's got more of the straight hair look.
Yeah.
As Slasky's going to take it out for the Cougars after that wild jump ball. Gets into Fishman with a nice grab, puts up the shot, and it's good. Noah Fishman connects on the short 2-pointer to give Frisch a 12-point lead. As time is expiring in the first half, we've got 17 seconds.
Ooh.
Pass inside, right off the hands of Teplitsky.
It's a good look by Sam Weiss. Teplitsky just got to catch that.
Yeah, nothing else to say about that as Fishman brings it up for the Cougars. Fishman calling for some sort of play. It's an ISO. Makes the spin move, pump fake. And it won't go.
That was
Fishman
pretty.
with a nice move to get Teplitsky in the air, but he was unable to connect. So that will conclude the first half. It's Fishman leading the way for the Cougars with 10 points. Markovitz and Human both chipping in 9. SAR with a balanced effort from everyone, chipping in with a 3-5, 2 points from a bunch of guys. Saboni, Mateus, Sam, Sammy, and Yashama. So not an ideal half for this thing, to put it lightly. Down 12, not where they wanted to be, just like the first game.
Not how you drew it up, as I say.
Yeah, not an optimal first half, so they'll need a nice punch in the second half to get the offense going, get back in the game.
Yeah, but one of the traits of a good team is being able to adapt and react. It's a line I just made there. Being able to adapt and react, very important. You got to adapt to what's happening. Like say you think they're coming out in 2-3, they're coming out at 3-2. You got to be able to be ready for that, and you got to be ready to just take what the defense gives you and make the most of it.
Yeah, definitely. So halftime is upon us. So down 12, heading into the second half, it's going to be exciting to see what we have in store, to see if the Sting will come back or if Frisch will just pull away with an easy win. So that is going to do it for the first half, as we are excited to see you again in the second half and see what happens.
All right, peace.
Welcome back as we bring you the second half of Frisch SAR. Frisch with a nice first half offensively, leading the Sting 33-21. Much like last game, we get kind of the same vibes, so hopefully SAR comes out here in the second half early and makes a comeback attempt, as you got Slasky bringing it up for the Cougars. So it was interesting to see Grunstein started the game, but, I mean, since Slasky checked in for him early in the first quarter, we haven't seen anything from David Grunstein. He hasn't checked back into the game once. So interesting rotation.
Yeah, we'll see if the Cougars coach goes back to Grunstein or not.
Slasky with a nice offensive board, and he puts up a beautiful fadeaway, and that one goes.
You know, that is an easy shot right there. Going backwards and taking a fadeaway right there, and nothing but net.
Slasky makes it look very easy, but it's definitely a very skillful shot. Weiss has it, driving in.
Ooh.
Wild pass, and it's stolen by Ezra Berkovitz.
Can't have that.
The big man bringing it up for the Cougars. Nice dish to Human, pump fake, and he gets the layup to go. Not an ideal start for the Sting with a turnover and already letting up 2 layups. And the lead is up to 16 for Frisch. Pass up to Teplitsky, drives in, hesitates. The ball fake. Funny pass to Yashama as he got the entire Frisch defense looking in the wrong direction. Question to Teplitsky. Beautiful pass inside to Ezra Schwab.
Oh, got a
and he airballs on the layup as Teplitsky goes in hard for the board.
Surprising no call right there by the ref. I mean,
yeah.
he hit him, but
almost
play on.
He almost made Fishman collateral damage. I mean, Fishman's a pretty skinny guy. Teplitsky went crashing into him. That could have ended pretty poorly. As the pass is picked by Teplitsky.
Jump ball.
And it's going to be a jump foul on Teplitsky. So that'll be the first of the half for the Sting. So it's going to be Markovitz inbounding for the Cougars. Gets it to Human in the corner. Slasky's got it, and across the court to Markovitz. Very calm and patient offense from the Cougars. Wild pass.
Toe tapper.
Oh! Teplitsky takes a hard fall and hits his head. Seems to be okay. And it's going to be a travel on Markovitz. Teplitsky went diving for that pass, and he took a really nasty fall. He does not seem too pleased. Maybe that'll spark some fire in him, get him going. Klestik trap, gets it to Weiss.
Good pass.
Inside to Teplitsky, finishes with the layup. Coming off the hard fall, puts in the layup. As Fishman has it.
SAR now playing a press, trying to get some steals and get it to single digit again.
The bench and crowd getting into it, starting some defense chance for the Sting. It's what they need. They need the crowd to get back into it. A beautiful pass inside, but Markovitz can't get the reverse lay to go.
SAR got lucky there.
Yeah.
That miss by Markovitz.
Oh, Orla with some nice dribble moves.
Oh.
Human playing good defense, but he's going to be called for the foul. Nice dribble moves by Orla to draw the foul from the Frisch guard. Schwab gets it into Orlo. Inside, Schwab has it. Oh, he gets just his pockets picked by Human. He stole the ball right out of his hands, and Human finishes with the layup.
Frisch looking pretty good coming out of this half.
Schwab with some lackadaisical ball control there, as Human just came and picked the ball straight out of his hands. As Jake Glick gets ready to check in for the Sting. Weiss driving in, puts up a nice floater, and that one's good. Sam Weiss with a polished move to the basket.
Yeah, he's got a smooth game, definitely.
Yeah. Passes tipped away by Teplitsky. They call a foul. That's just a confusing call there by the refs, as he really only hit the ball, but it is what it is. So we're 3 minutes and 9 seconds into the game. It's 39-25, Frisch on top.
Important note, shout out to Gal Butler for doing the score table. Those type of things, you know, they go under the table and don't get talked about much, but definitely important.
Yeah, and on the topic of shout out to Jonathan Itzhaki. Out from this game. He has COVID, but he asked me to make sure to give him a shout out. He's a key piece off the bench for the Sting.
He is. Brings good size and could block shots. As one game I believe he had, no, actually no, I believe one game he had 15 rebounds, so
yeah,
definitely rebounds the ball well.
Great big man for the Sting. So they're missing his presence in this one. As Frisch passing around, Markovitz had the open three, but he travels.
We've seen a lot of travel this game.
Yeah. And a lot of it's on the hesitations where you think about the three and you just pump fake and drive in, but they very often shuffle their feet a little too much and get called for the travels.
It also happens in the NBA. That's like the most common call travel, the hesitation, quick drive, and you move before shuffling your feet.
Kleshtik. And the pass is picked by his good friend, Eitan Slasky.
Fast break.
Human up the court. Can't get the layup to go. Tipped in and one. Beautiful play from Joshua Markovitz to tip in the shot with the foul.
Oh boy, there goes that man, Markovic. He's bad, and he could make some shots, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful play there, and the Frisch lead is all the way up to 16. And a free throw now with the chance to push it to 17.
You know, at this stage in the game, it might be time for Coach Mike to go take a deep dive into his bench and try to put one or two players in that he's never seen before in the game.
Yeah, I mean, clearly what the Sting have going now is not working to their advantage, so maybe they just got to change it up.
Yeah. And you know, you don't have to make like a hockey switch and switch all 5 players. Just try 1 or 2 players, you know?
Yeah. Maybe just tear up the rotation he has and switch it up, as Saboni is going to be fouled by Markovitz, I believe. So, SAR will have it under the basket. So, inbounding under the basket is Mateus. He gets it up the court to Jake Glick. Outside to Saboni. Thinks about the 3. Back to Ellis in the corner. Across the court. Weiss makes a nice move inside. Puts up the shot.
Ooh.
Won't go. And it's going to be out of bounds on Markovitz. So it'll stay with the Sting.
Weiss has had a very solid game so far. He's doing a little bit of everything. He's shown us how he can shoot the ball very well, and shown us his touch from his nice floaters, and just has had a very good game overall.
Yeah. Couldn't finish on that floater, but it was a good look. Able to make a nice move to get inside through the defense, as Glick has an after the Sting. Orlo back to Glick, driving in. Orlo from downtown. Oh, rattles in and out. That's
good
just
rebound by
unlucky.
Saboni. Oh,
Saboni gets the offensive rebound, but he throws it into the workout equipment, way out of bounds. Nice rebound by Saboni, but he couldn't finish off the play. And Big Mike calling for man-to-man defense from the Sting.
We'll see.
Maybe that'll get them back into it, get the defense going, turn it into offense.
You see Jake Dykeman back in the game.
James.
James.
Easily confusable. I can see what the problem was there.
Yeah. He's a good shooter. I believe in the previous game against SAR, he hit a couple threes.
Yeah. Big man also. He's stands maybe at 6 feet. It's hard to tell from here, but like you said, he's got a good shot from downtown. Mateus from the corner.
Ooh.
Won't go as Berkovitz grabs the board. Schachter's got it. As Darren Solomon ready to check into the game for the Sting. Burka, a fisherman on the nice handoff.
Ooh.
Puts up the shot. Beautiful move.
Long strides by Fishman. That's tough to stop.
Yeah, reminds me a lot of Kevin Durant.
I was thinking the same thing.
Very lanky, able to connect on tough mid-range shots. As Dykeman hits it out of bounds off his own knee. Nice defense there. And SAR inbound.
SAR's really got to make a run sometime coming up soon if they want a chance to win this game.
Yeah, down 18, whatever it is they decide to do to switch it up, they got to do it in a timely manner if they want to have a chance in this one.
They got to at least have it in single digits by the last couple of minutes of the game. If not, then it's not going to be looking good.
I would say what Big Mike is probably thinking is that he wants the lead cut to 10 by the time they head into the fourth quarter, as Glick puts up the 3. Won't go. Deep shot from Glick. A little too much as it goes off the back of the rim. Fishman brings it up for the Cougars.
Ooh, and we see Harry Bernstein set to check in. A good switch, in my opinion, to have a new face. Oh, good pass.
Solomon
Ooh.
cannot get the layup to fall.
That's not his fault right there. That has happened to me. I play a little bit of basketball, and it just happens to the best of them, you know? Unlucky roll.
Yeah, rattles in and out. What are you going to do? As the layup from Slasky won't go off the side of the backboard, as Harry Bernstein checks into the game for the Sting.
Harry.
And Sammy checks in now as well. It's Saboni and Ellis coming out. Pass nearly stolen by Orlo. He overplays, and now
crossover.
Fishman's got it inside. Mid-range shot, falls short. Toplitsky grabs the rebound. Bernstein up to Glick. Inside to Sammy, and it's going to be off of Dykeman. So the Sting will have it again under the basket. Harry Bernstein inbounding for SAR, gets it inside. Passes tip, but Toplitsky has it, and he's going to be fouled by James Dykeman.
This next 1 minute and 47 seconds is very important for the Sting. Even if they don't cut it to 10, you know, get it to 13, 15, 12. They just need some momentum, some form of cutting the lead to give them hope.
Yeah, definitely. As the starter, Jacob Kleshvik, gets ready to check back into the game for the Sting. So the Sting are going to be going to the playoffs regardless of the result tonight, but they're playing for a first-round bye potentially. So it's definitely a game you want to come away with.
Yeah.
Also to just have confidence heading into the playoffs. I mean, it's important.
Ooh, Harry's open there in the
Harry's
corner.
open in the corner. Shama can't find him.
Said
Glick
Glick
from downtown.
Ooh, way off.
Way too strong. And now Schachter going to slow things down. Wise decision by the freshman guard. Oh, he crosses up Orlo, gets inside.
Oh!
A beautiful pass outside. Markovitz contemplates it, gets it to Slasky.
Oh.
His mid-range won't go. Beautiful play from Schachter, but his fellow team
Oh
is going to
my
punctuate
goodness.
the play as Jake Glick puts a beautiful move on Schachter.
Oh.
He goes sliding, an ankle breaker from Jake
Oh my.
Glick. But they can't finish off the play. Now diving for the ball is Schachter, and it's going to be out of bounds.
What
a wild sequence there
Definitely.
from both teams. I mean, they got to check the floor. Maybe it's a little wet because Schachter went sliding off of the dribble move from Jake Glick. And SAR is going to have it. Schachter dove for the ball. It was off of his hands.
Wow, Glick really a magician with the ball, as shown there.
Yeah, as you got another new face checking in. It's Jack Brooks for the Sting. Darren, nice move inside, and he gets fouled. So he will head to the line for 2 free throws. Solomon, very athletic player. Big, strong guy driving into the basket. So Human has overtaken the scoreboard for Frisch, as he's now the leading scorer with 13. Fishman still sitting at 12, and Markovitz has 11. That's most of the points for the Cougars. And still no standout player on the offense for SAR, all contributing. As Markovitz checks out of the game. Checking in is number 12 for Frisch. That is Jakey Human, the twin of Roney.
Yep.
Making
good
his
rebound
first
by
appearance
Sammy.
in the game.
Ooh, gotta
Sammy
make
with
that.
the rebound, can't get the layup to go.
Good rebound by Kleshvik.
Brooks. Pass was too tall for him, and it results in a turnover and a layup. And that'll put the lead up to 20 for the Cougars.
Wow, statement game so far by the Cougars, showing
Yeah.
that they're not to play with. Brooks.
Brooks has it.
Good
Nice
pa-
pass inside, but it's picked off by Fishman. He had the right idea, but he couldn't get it to the SAR big man. Slasky has it. We'll see if Frisch holds for the last shot. They do not, as Schachter bricks a 3. Kleshvik
Down in
running
a hurry.
for SAR,
Ooh.
and it's going to be hit out of bounds by Fishman.
Let's see what they could do here in the last play of the third quarter.
And we bring you a game break from the 49ers-Cowboys game as the 49ers ice it and win it 23-17. So they'll move on to the divisional round to play either the Packers or the Bucks.
Bernstein, hesitates.
Kleshvik makes a nice move. Beautiful Euro step inside. Can't get the layup to fall. Toplitsky, and it's out of bounds by a nose hair, just barely. As Frisch will take it up the court, letting it roll a little bit. 5 seconds.
Let's see what
3,
he can do. The freshman.
2, 1. Slasky at the buzzer.
Ooh.
Won't go. As Toplitsky heaves it from full court. Almost. It was a pretty close shot. So that will do it for the third quarter. Abysmal. Just horrible quarter from the Sting.
Yeah.
They
didn't cut the lead at all. That's basically all that matters, you know.
I mean,
You could have crossovers from Glick putting the players on the other side of the court. You could have blocks by Sammy Toplitsky, but at the end of the day, if you do not cut into the lead, you don't end up with a W. None of it matters. I mean, except maybe House of Highlights if you want that. But
I mean, that was a pretty nice move
Yeah.
by Jake Glick, but won't matter if SAR doesn't come out on top. They were outscored 12-4 in that quarter. Just 4 points in the entire third quarter is a saddening stat to say the least. So, I mean, it's really just cruise control now for the Cougars. You don't have to do anything crazy on offense, just slow the pace. And you're not making an active effort to try and win the game. You're just trying to not let SAR come back. It's not like they're playing to win. They're just playing to not allow the comeback. That's all they have to do in this one.
Yeah, and you're trying to take it one play at a time, you know, trying to not just, you can't, as they say, you can't eat an elephant all at once. You have to eat it one piece at a time. So that's what they got to do.
As you got I like the expression there. As you got Max Epstein checking into the game for the Sting. Bunch of new faces for SAR. I like to see it. As Orlo will stay in the game playing point guard. Weiss has it. Thinks about the three, but he's going to give it back to Orlo. High pass, Schwab able to grab it. Orlo from downtown.
Oh, good rebound.
Off the rim, won't go. Toplitsky grabs the board, grabs a second board, padding his own stats. Can't get it to go, grabs a third board. He's going to put it back up, and he finishes. And one for Sammy, padding his stats with 3 offensive rebounds in 1 trip to the basket. And he puts home the layup, and 1 for Sammy Toplitsky.
So far, so good for this quarter for the Sting.
Yeah, 30 seconds in, you got a and 1 from the SAR big man. They're going to need a lot more if they want to have a chance, but it's a good start. And the free throw is good. Rare sight to see Sammy Toplitsky made free throw, but he's got 2 of them tonight, so you love to see it. Fishman has it for the Cougars. Gets it to Slasky, guarded tightly by Sam Weiss. Nice defense. They're going to call him on a blocking foul. Not quite sure about that call. He had his hands straight out, but the refs made the call. So Frisch inbound from the sideline. The one thing SAR has done a good job of this half is limiting the fouls. They've got 4, which is probably still a little bit more than you want to see, but it's not 10.
Yeah.
So they're limiting the fouls compared to the first half.
Yeah, they've done a better, as you said, they've done a better job than in the first half.
Yeah. As Schachter.
Ooh, you can't let a 5'3" guy get a rebound over you. It's just unacceptable.
Slasky puts up the shot. That one won't go. Another offensive rebound by Schachter. You cannot let a point guard grab 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession.
Especially of his height.
Yeah. And SAR will take over possession. So it's a 45-28 lead for Frisch. SAR down 17. They got to move quickly.
And, you know, Schachter really is an inspiration to the players out there who may not be the tallest. You could still do it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm talking to you, that guy watching the stream right now. Yeah, you. You could still do it, too.
As Fishman picks off the pass after those inspirational words from Joseph Aronson. And it's going to be free throws, excuse me, for Jakey Human. And you've got a freshman, Daniel Berger, getting ready to check into the game for SAR.
Yep. First time we're seeing him tonight.
So I wonder if Big Mike is waving the white flag or if he's putting Berger in to try and win him the game.
You know, I don't think it's the white flag yet, but I think it's just, you know, any last hope to see if Berger could ignite something, you know. But it's definitely close to the white flag.
As Schwab grabs the rebound. Weiss bringing it up for the Sting. Epstein has it on the elbow. Nice pass inside to Schwab. Gets it to Toplitsky.
Ooh,
and he gets it
hands.
picked from behind by the short point guard, Max Schachter. Driving in. Nice defense from Epstein, standing straight up and denying the layup.
Even with that miss, you could see the skill of Schachter. And almost a steal right there. Even with that miss, you could see how he hung in the air and took a good attempt.
Yeah, Berger with a nice move to get past Schachter. Inside to Epstein. He can't get the open look to fall.
You got to hit that. Could have been 2 points right there.
It's much more difficult than it looks. You got 2 pretty big guys, Hoodie and Fishman, contesting the layup, but nonetheless, it's a basket you got to have if you're SAR.
Oh, good play.
Slasky, nice move inside the layup.
Wow.
It's good, and 1. Some excitement shown from Eitan Slasky. A beautiful play to make a nice behind-the-back dribble and finish off the play with an and 1. As you've got Gilad Smith checking in for this Sting, and I think Big Mike is just about ready to call it down by 20 with 5:52 to go in the game.
It's sad to say, but it's sad to say, but it's not looking good. It's if in the next 2 minutes nothing crazy, no crazy comeback happens, then it's pretty much gonna be finito for SAR Sting.
So SAR still mathematically possible that they get a first round bye, but the chances fleeting away by the second.
You know, even if they don't, that's okay. You know, you just got to keep your head up and play your best basketball.
Yeah, nonetheless, it was a successful season for the Sting, finishing, barring an incredible comeback, 7-3. So they'll head to the playoffs. They've got a long break ahead of them before the playoffs start, so they've got a lot of time to practice, get in the right headspace, and try and make a run to, to win it all. As there's some nice defense from Epstein, and it goes out of bounds. Brandwine and Harry checking in for Sammy and Sam, as we've got now 5 players from, you could say, the back of the bench for SAR. So it's fun to see the faces that you don't usually get to see for
definitely.
SAR.
I tend to realize that a lot of the times when there's the players that don't usually play, some very surprisingly great plays and cool plays happens. You know, in these moments. Like you might see Epstein do an up and under layup. You never know.
Yeah. Now they're really just playing with house money, nothing to lose. As you got the center bringing it up for Frisch, as for Berkovitz.
Nothing to lose in a poster dunk to gain.
Yeah. It would be exciting to see a play like that. I mean, we already have crazy crossover from Jake Glick, but poster seems unlikely, but you never know.
And you know, one thing not talked about yet is the job that the Frisch coach is doing. You know, you got to give credit to him. He has his team up by 21 and definitely doing something right.
Yeah, definitely not the result you were expecting to see tonight. Not necessarily not expecting to see a Frisch win, but not expecting to see this margin of victory for either team. As it's a foul call on Frisch. So it'll be 1-1 for Brandwine, looking for his first points of the game. His free throw is no good. Epstein fighting for the rebound. It's going to be off of Berkovitz, so let's stay with SAR.
We got Harry Baum checking in.
Yeah, not a common face you see on the court for Frisch, but he's a lethal shooter from downtown is what I hear.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see a couple three-point attempt from him.
Ooh. You see right there, when Harry Burnson got the ball, he quickly just looked to pass. He's got to look to be decisive and shoot. Do a little bit of what Mateus does.
Gilad with a nice pass to Epstein under the basket. And Epstein with the ill-advised pass across the court, but Harry able to grab it. Gilad takes it in strong, and he's called for a travel.
That was not going to work.
Yeah, a few too many steps for Smith. We've got some...
Jakey Gissinger into the game, number 23, a fellow SAR alumni, went to the academy and now at Frisch.
Yeah, so a lot of faces you don't see for both teams. As you've got a nice floater there. Wow, beautiful move. And that will put Frisch at the half-century mark. It's 51-28 as Berger brings it up for the Sting. Bernstein has it on the elbow. Gets it to Epstein. Back to Bernstein. No one's really being decisive, making any moves to the basket.
Yeah. Oh, Epstein.
You want to see some more shot attempts. And right on cue, Smith attempts a three, but that one does not fall. It's Gissinger bringing it up for Frisch. And the offense seems to just be playing at a slow pace, running out the clock. As Gissinger's got it to Markovitz. Fishman's still in the game. Interesting. I don't remember a time where he wasn't playing. He hardly got subbed out. He really played most of the game. Versatile player for the Cougars.
And in good regard, he's showed up and been really good.
Yeah, he's got 12 points, so strong game from him.
Ooh, almost 14.
On cue, he can't get that layup to go. As the layup is blocked.
By Brandwine, I believe.
Yeah.
That's his second block of the game. So far, good defense from Noah Brandwine. As Jack Brooks checks in for Gilad Smith.
Fishman checks out of the game. As Gilad Smith checks out with a, quote, hurt ankle.
Yeah.
So a lot of substitutions here for Frisch, getting the starters out of the game, putting the freshmen in. Just checking in now is number 10. That is Adam Levine, another freshman. Berger has it, driving in out to Bernstein. Makes a nice crossover move. Epstein. Shot won't go. Oh, he tips it out. Nice play by Max Epstein to tip it to his teammate, Harry Bernstein. Brandwein tries the finger roll. Doesn't fall. Beautiful save by Gissinger. Berger able to get it out of the corner to Bernstein for the 3. Won't fall. Brown with the rebound. Stolen again by Berger. A wild play here. Brooks driving in, and he gets it to go.
Baby, there goes the bad man. Jack Brooks off the bench, getting that layup to fall. We like to see that.
As not a lot to be excited about in a game like this, down by 20, but Brooks punctuates his appearance off the bench with a nice up and under layup.
Fun fact about the last name Brooks: when his ancestors first came to this country a couple of generations ago, his name was Crooks. But since they changed it to Brooks, since that's easier to pronounce and more acceptable.
Interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe we got a history professor in the future here.
Maybe. But for now, I'm more of a broadcast professor, as you could say.
As Sammy Teplitsky putting a smile on everyone's face. You love to see good sportsmanship, regardless of the score. They're excited for their playoff run. Not exactly what you were hoping for tonight, but nothing to do about it now. So you just hope to play better next time and make a run in the playoffs. So it's a good mentality from Teplitsky. So we got a new face in the game for Frisch. That would be number 34.
Well, I'm still hyped up about that Jack Brooks layup. I mean, that was nice.
Yeah. Number 34, Pacey Jacoby, another freshman.
Back to Jack.
Harry gets it to Brooks. To Harry in the corner.
Good defense by
Inside
Cougars.
to Epstein. Gets it picked from behind by Gissinger. And it's going to stay with the Sting. As Sammy chanting a little. An alley-oop attempt. Brandwein nearly completes a highlight. As Epstein bobbles
I was going
it.
to tear the house down.
And Frisch comes away with the possession with just 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Nearly a highlight play from the bench warmers there for SAR. An alley-oop inbound would have been quite spectacular as Pacey Jacoby, not really sure how you pronounce the last name, connects on the mid-range shot. Brooks has it in the corner, dribbling through just about every defender, but he loses it. Coming away with that is number 1 for Frisch. That is Zach Milgram. I think we've got outside of Harry Baum, we've got 5 freshmen in the game now.
And there's that shooting ability.
Connects.
That's what you talked about, his ability to shoot the rock.
On a contested 3, a nice looking shot there from Harry Baum. Reminding me of a little bit of Nikola Jokic with stretch big.
Interesting connection.
Brooks able to keep the pass in bounds. Bernstein, the deep 3 won't go. With under 1 minute to go as the clock ticks away. And Baum will bring it up for Frisch. Over to Gissinger. As they are just going to pass it around, maybe let the time expire. No. It's another shot. Milgram from downtown. Funny looking for him, won't go. Brooks bringing it up for the Sting.
Brooks, good drive.
Oh, nice drive into the basket, and he finishes with the layup.
Brooks looks like a man on the mission right there.
Brooks with nice dribbles
nice
to get past a bunch of defenders and finish with the layup. So that is going to do it as Gissinger dribbles it out for the Cougars. A decisive 56-32 victory for Frisch. Not the result you were hoping for the Sting, but
going into the game, the storyline was SAR wants their revenge, wants to come out and not get into a deep hole. But sadly, that plan of theirs did not work, and they're gonna have to end up with an L.
Yep, hard-fought game on both sides. So SAR heading into the playoffs at 7-3. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, depending on who their first-round opponent is. So, just an all-around fun game. Got some highlights. Got that Jake Lick crossover, the near alley-oop from Epstein to Brandwein.
Definitely. We got that Jack Brooks layup, and good hard-fought game, and we're just be grateful to play the sport.
Yeah. Like I said, hard-fought game on both sides, fun game, regardless of the score. So thank you all for coming in, watching from your couches tonight. Have a good night.
Good night.